I've been reviewing some of the top new construction areas throughout Sacramento for the last 7 years. And today I'm in one of Sacramento's most popular suburbs to buy a home in. We're in Elk Grove. And here in Elk Grove, there are so many options to choose from. That's why in this video, I'm gonna review some of the most popular floor plans, homes that I would personally choose to buy right here in the Elk Grove area. All right, so today we're gonna kick it off at Arbor Ranch. Arbor Ranch is a master plan community right here in Elk Grove, and it's right in the middle of all the new construction buzz. And why I love this location is because you're minutes from Highway 99, shopping, dining, the new Costco, Trader Joe's, and tons of options around here. Now, Arbor Ranch is a large master plan development. It even has multiple builders, all building different series of homes here. But what I love about this area is not because it's in the middle of all the new construction development. On top of that, you're also just minutes away from Oasis Park, one of the biggest, most notable parks that Elk Grove has right now in this newer section. So this area is gearing up to explode, and there's already been so much development out here. That's why in this video, we're gonna show you some of the best model plans that we're seeing available right now. So the first community we're jumping into is Symphony at Arbor Ranch by Lennar Homes. Now, why I like this home right here is because it's over 3,000 square feet. It's got plenty of room. It's a 4-bedroom, it's got a loft, but most importantly, it has a next-gen suite, offering multi-generational living. All right, before we get into that next-gen suite, which I think a lot of you are going to love, is I'm gonna show you what makes Lennar kind of stand out versus some of the other builders, and why you may wanna consider it here is because a lot of the upgrades are actually included. So the LVP or laminate flooring you'll see down below, the countertops, the cabinets, and all the upgrades inside, including the appliances all in the kitchen with the fridge, are included in this type of home. And that's a big deal because a lot of the builders around here are charging for various upgrades. So you could save a lot of money or essentially get it all in one package. And stepping into the living room, you see here a formal dining area right in the middle of the space. So it is one large open space right here. Now, some people are gonna love that. Some people would prefer a formal dining area kind of off to the side. I totally get it. But why this floor plan shines is, again, that multi-generational living that we'll show you guys here in a little bit. But I love the large island. You got quartz, white quartz across the top here. Nice cabinets all throughout, plenty of cabinet space here. And you'll notice too that you have the cooktop right over the countertop. So that's really nice flush design, of course, with the open hood up top as well. Now, one thing about this area and a lot of new development going on here in Elk Grove is that it is gonna be all electric. They've been pushing all electric communities for a while. Some of them still offer gas, while others are already transitioning. So keep that in mind. If you are big on the gas thing, for like the gas range, you're gonna wanna know about that. Here is the pantry. And this home is being used as a model home / sales office, so excuse some of the items you may see in here. But a really nice kitchen. And if you're not a fan of the flooring or countertops or even the cabinet colors, there are actually multiple options here. Now, there is a large living room here. You can see there's 2 sectional couches, so tons of space here. If you have the bigger family, you want the space, this is an awesome fit. And here on the first floor, you're actually having 9-foot ceilings here, so that's just a good note as well. Now, I want to take a step back and kind of go towards that next-gen suite. Kind of show you the staircase here off to the right. We'll go up there here in a little bit. Now, off to the left, this is where your garage entry is going to be. These have a 2-car garage, and then you do have a powder room here at the end of the hallway, just a little half bath. Now, as we go down this hallway, you'll notice it's quite wide, which is really nice and inviting, kind of leading to the main living space. And this is really where your next gen is going to be. This is the doorway right here that you'd have, and this is the kitchen area. So again, matching what you got going on in the main kitchen, you could put a dining set like this here in the middle. This is a very nice sized little room here. You could put a little couch if you wanted to instead, little sectional in the corner. Basically, it just feels like a small apartment with essentially a full kitchen here. Now, if we go to the back here, I'm gonna pull this door back and I'll show you, you actually have room for a double stack washer and dryer, which is really nice. And more importantly here, if we move back out, this is actually the front door entrance. So you have separate front door entrance if you wanted to, giving privacy on the home. So that has been a huge selling point for some of our clientele that are looking to have maybe their parents living with them, or a student who's gone off to college that will be visiting from time to time that wants their privacy. or even sometimes optimizing it as a rental. So here's also the bedroom that attaches to this next gen suite. So this is all kind of one area, and then you still get the full bath as well with the stand-up shower. Again, matching with the cabinets, similar countertops, not quite, but very nice, simple, not over the top. Again, you can do some other upgrades here with Lennar or even after the fact of buying, but this is a great option. Essentially an attached ADU. You can close off this front door if you wanted to and make it totally private. All right, now that we're upstairs, right off the staircase, you're gonna take a right and you're gonna be greeted with this large owner suite. Tons of windows in here. You got 4 separate windows. Love all the natural light that's coming in, but this is really a large room. So plenty of space in here for those who want that kind of grandiose feel. Still continuing with a lot of lighting here off these windows. Now this is kind of atypical. You don't see this much going on, but this room is so bright, I probably will need to change the camera settings. We got the dual sinks all over the vanity. Now this looks a little bit simplistic. I would definitely change the mirrors on the back and spice up maybe some different faucets there, different handles, because it's a little too white and overbearing in here. But you do get a big walk-in shower right there as well. Got some linen storage on that cabinet space, and just check out this monster of a closet right here. Just absolutely huge closet. And this could be your extra bedroom or office if you wanted it to be. Now walking out of the suite, I'm gonna show you to the left here. This is kind of how the staircase goes down. So you have like a 2-section staircase. This would be a double door, just a linen closet right here, and kind of splits off in the house this way. So this is gonna be good if you have kids, especially noise separation control, if you will. And you have the laundry room right here. So plenty of space in here. I would definitely add in some cabinets after the fact. Got a little bit of storage back here, which is kind of interesting. Maybe put in some built-in cabinets there as well. Now off to my left-hand side, this is going to be the bedroom. Now this one feels just a little smaller, and that's why it's kind of apportioned as a nursery for the staging. Over here in the middle, you have a shared bathroom. Nice big tub with the shower right on the top, dual sinks here. And then here we'll show you the final 2 bedrooms upstairs. So I know I just showed you the biggest model, and this one actually didn't have the loft because it was converted to an extra bedroom. So that is going to be an option for some of you guys. Now the pricing in this community, it could range quite a bit. We're looking at 2,400 to over 3,000 square feet. So starting prices are going to be in the mid 700s. And on a home like this, prices are starting in the mid 800s. But on that note, home builders are offering some amazing incentives right now. And as of the time of this video, this community right here is offering a 5.5 30-year fixed interest rate, or you can go on a 7-year ARM at a 4.99% rate. So if you're looking to save some money and hundreds of dollars a month on your monthly payment, this could be a great option. All right, and I just wanted to squeeze right here into the backyard. I know a lot of the times the builders close these down. I want to give you an idea of what's going on in the backyard here. You got a covered patio, which is super awesome. For our hot summers, like how hot it is right now, I mean, this is money. Backyard's not terribly large. You could squeeze in a pool here. There's definitely enough access here on the side, and the lots do vary, but in Elk Grove, you're not gonna get huge lots. So if that's something that's very specific that you're looking for, whether it's a large lot, something a little bit more affordable, or maybe even bigger, this is something that you can reach out to my team and I. We'd be happy to help you out. We specialize in new construction sales all over the Sacramento area, and we've been helping people relocate into Sacramento for years. And on that note, if you're ever considering coming out here, taking a look at some of the new builds, make sure to contact someone from our team or come with your agent if you are working with one. This is actually a rule that builders require here in the area, that you do got to bring your agent on the first visit. And I've seen this time and time again where people miss out. They're not able to get their own representation because they went and visited the models on their own. So just a quick note for some of you guys watching out there. All right, now we're at the next community. This is the bungalows at Arbor Ranch by Risewell Homes. Now, if you haven't heard of this builder before, it's because they went through a rebrand. They used to be called New Home Company, but they're still offering kind of a more premium package for the area. So if you're looking for something with some nicer finishes, they also have a wide range of homes. And I've also had clients buy a home right over there. So this is a popular area. We're gonna get into their larger floor plan right now. All right, so this floor plan is a favorite because it's got a 3-car garage, it's over 3,200 square feet. It still has a guest suite downstairs and a loft upstairs. Not to mention, it's got 5 bedrooms. So if you're looking for the bigger house here, this is gonna be it. Now, Risewell is actually doing multiple series or collections of homes here, so you can definitely get into the more affordable range starting in the 600s, well on up into the luxury market here, pushing the $1 million mark right in this same neighborhood within Arbor Ranch. Before we get too far inside, you're gonna love the inside, especially that kitchen. You have a deep 2-car garage here. It's wide enough definitely to fit 2 cars. Sometimes they make them really tight. And then the 3rd car is actually totally separate right here. It doesn't even have access to the side of the house. So you could do a kind of an office in here. I've seen some people put gym conversions in here, or do just a ton of storage that you can hide. All right, now that we're inside the home, I wanted to show this aspect. Right on the entrance, you have this grand entry right here. I mean, it's looking like it's pushing 20-foot ceilings overall. Just really nice high-end look. And before I get to that guest suite downstairs, I kind of want to show you what the main living space, the flow, looks like here. And right here, you're gonna step into the living room. Love the accent wall right on the back. I mean, Risewell Homes really does it right. Again, with the dining kind of right in the center, you could do pendant lights right here. Dropping down, give it more of a classy look. And then of course, the beautiful white cream kitchen. And I love the design they do. It's very clean, very crisp. And so you're gonna see a lot more trim around the cabinets and underlit lighting under the cabinets. Just a lot of nice touches. Now, one thing with these cabinets, you'll see on the shaker style, they got a little bit more going on with them, even versus the last home I showed you. Nice backsplash across the back, but also you'll notice that you got cafe appliances here. So a little bit of an upgrade here in these homes. Now, one thing that I'll mention here is you got the modern farmhouse style sink here. A lot of this stuff is upgrades, but it's reasonable. And if you're looking more for that design feel, it's gonna be with Risewell, definitely. Tons of space here. Now, one thing you probably notice is that it's actually electric or induction on the range. And that is for a reason, because this community is actually going through a refresh where they're going all electric. So if you still want gas, they do still have homes with gas ranges, but they are gonna be selling out soon. So if you guys want one of those, let us know. Your garage is gonna be right there to the right, and then it's gonna go straight to this area with a large pantry right here. So I think that is actually very functional. As you're getting in from Costco, you got a little landing area right here and then straight into the pantry to drop off the goods. So just really nice touches on their homes. Now, if we were to go from the kitchen back to the main living area, I think a lot of you guys are gonna love this. Maybe you don't need the full multi-generational living where it's got like the kitchenette and the separate door, but you do want a guest suite, somewhere where people can feel comfortable, kind of have their own space. This is a larger room right here downstairs. Really private, really insulated, feels very quiet even walking in here. And then you still get the full bath attached to it with dual sinks, which is great. A stand-up shower, sizable shower as well. A little loo back there with the private door and a window. And then if we turn this around, you still get a sizable walk-in closet, and it kind of loops around there as well. So this is awesome. If you're looking for that guest suite option, this is the floor plan that I think is gonna be really popular, and I've seen get a lot of attention since they've been opening up over here. All right, now that we've made it upstairs, I wanna show you this big open loft, which is an option with this house. And I think a lot of larger families are gonna love this just for the entertainment upstairs and that kind of separation that you get in a 2-story home. Now, there is also a half bath or a powder room downstairs near the staircase, but down this hallway, if we go here, to the left, you're gonna see here a laundry room, and you get all the cabinets up there as well. I know a lot of people are gonna love that with the countertop space. Now, if we go down this hallway right here, you're also gonna have the final 3 bedrooms and a full bathroom, kind of the sharing quarters for the kids. If we go out right this way, you're gonna have the owner's suite, and it feels totally separate from the bedrooms, which I really like. And it's an expansive bedroom. I mean, this thing is really big, kind of like the last model I showed you guys. I think that's gonna be a big selling point for some of you, because some people could even have a nursery here, kind of tucked away in the corner, maybe a baby's crib for a couple of the first months. I've seen some people do that, especially with large bedrooms like this. And then also you have the dual sinks, large vanity. I love the separation here, and they've actually done some upgraded mirrors, and this is kind of what I'm talking about. It gives a little bit more of a design feel. Not everything is so just white on white, and even the walls are more of a slight gray, maybe even a little tiny beige color. Now you get a larger walk-in shower here as well with the glass paneling, and a lot of this stuff can be upgraded as well. You get a lot more packages and options with Risewell here, so it's really nice. I would say there's a little bit more with the options here. Now the loo is on the left-hand side, and then as we walk towards the end, you're gonna get a large walk-in closet. Now just to give you some reference for the backyards here, this is one of the smaller ones because it backs up to a busy road, the way they set up the models here. But I've seen some larger lots in the neighborhood. So if you're looking for something very specific, they do have a range here. Now for the pricing on a home like this, you're gonna be starting in the mid 800s into the 900s. So it's definitely gonna be on the higher side for pricing for a large home like this, but they are having a lot of incentives. Sometimes they're having special rate promos and help with closing costs. Sometimes even lower pricing on quick move-in homes like this, which I was just looking at a price sheet and there's a handful of homes exactly like this available for a quick move-in right now. And guys, if this is something you need help with, you're looking for new construction, you're looking for the best deals or places to live in Sacramento, this is something we can help you with. And we've helped many families also move into the Sacramento area as well. You can always reach out to our team. Our information is always in the description. My name is Sam Glovey, Sacramento's relocation guide. I hope you've enjoyed this tour of the hottest new home communities right here in Elk Grove. And if you'd like to know more about Elk Grove and some of the new communities coming up to the area, make sure to check out this video next.